Giselle is a classical ballet, one of the most exalted. And Dance Theater of Harlem made an amazing production of Giselle using exactly the choreography that was choreographed in what year? 1842. Thank you. And trying to perform it in the style of that production. The Dance Theater of Harlem production did this amazing thing in that we went back into American history, and we found in Louisiana a small group of free black Louisianans, because this is 1803, I think it must have been, that had another parallel society. Remember I talked about Washington with a parallel society. A parallel society of slaves, lower class, artisans, upper class, blacks. This upper class blacks were slave owners who sent their children off to France to study to be proper ladies and gentlemen, and came back. It was a complete 360-degree society, just the same society that exists in the ballet Giselle, peasants and aristocracy. And so we were able to do this ballet with 100% truth as it had been created by placing it in Louisiana with Giselle as a little peasant girl, but she was a little farm girl, and the aristocracy, his name was Albert in our production because it was French. But the thing that was wonderful to me about the production, aside that it was very beautiful and I got to dance Giselle, the thing that was wonderful to me about it was it brought forth a piece of American history that who knew? Who knew that there had been a society of free blacks who themselves owned slaves, who were landowners, who were regular people? You know, we have this thing in America that blacks were just poor, downtrodden slaves. So it was really wonderful to get a chance to bring forward the fact that, you know, our skin is this color, but we're all alike. You know, all the different shades of emotion, all the different shades of experience, we all share them. It's a very wonderful experience. But let's keep going with your question, because your question has to do more with, well, so what's the big deal about Dance Theater of Harlem? How come, what do we bring to this stuff that other people don't bring? Some of it has to do with we bring the fact that we can to it. We don't take anything for granted. So there's another sense of, there's a different sense of ownership to the way we do a movement. There's a different sense of being inside the movement that has to do with maybe a different sense of wonder. And I think that when you have a ballet that's created, Agon, Giselle, Swan Lake, Serenade, and that you have a white company do it and you have a black company do it, well, it's going to look different. It's going to look different. It's going to feel different. But it's the same thing as when the Danes do Serenade. It's the same thing when this company in Argentina, when they do Serenade. You know, you have, your culture influences your movement. Your way of reflecting in the world influences your movement. So it's impossible to do something abstractly. Everything, your whole history is in every move you make. So that's why some people complain about the fact that 8 companies do Serenade. I find it amazingly fascinating because every Serenade is different. The steps are the same. The music is the same. The costumes are the same. The lights, but you have a different experience. And that's what dancing is about. It's about an experience. It's about an audience coming into a theater, having the experience that happens that night. The next night it's going to be different. We can look at videotapes, they're fixed in time. A live audience is a sharing between you and the dancers. And that's where the richness is.